Today we travel beneath the English Channel in style. We're trying out Eurostar's business class service, the Eurostar Plus. We'll check out the terminal in Brussels, settle into our carriage and enjoy the included lunch, complete with coffee and dessert. Along the way, we even get the chance to try Nomads IPA, a beer brewed exclusively for Eurostar, as we speed through the Eurotunnel beneath the sea. Finally, back home, I'll share my honest verdict on whether this experience is truly worth the price. So come along for a 3-hour round-trip adventure. Good morning from Brussels. Today we are taking Eurostar under the Channel to London in return. At least it's going to be like that, because I'm going to spend almost 10 days in the United Kingdom, but this is going to be one video from when I go there and when I go back. And why are we making this video? Because we are traveling in Eurostar Plus. So come along and join us on this adventure. So we are finally about to leave, about 1 hour delayed. I think that they actually knew this the whole morning, because we were late to check into the terminal as well. So that was a bit bad, I would say, because I could have gotten here a little bit later and had a breakfast at the hotel, but whatever, it is what it is. I'm on board with a delay of about 1 hour. So I'm traveling with the Eurostar Plus, and it's kind of like a first class, I would say, but they also have something called Eurostar Premium, and they actually have a lounge. So I wasn't allowed to go to the lounge. I was only allowed to wait with everyone else in the waiting area for about 1 hour. This is what you get if you have the first class Interrail pass, which I do. You're allowed to buy a seat reservation with the Eurostar Plus. And supposedly I'm going to get like a slight lighter meal as well. I'm obviously going to show you, and just hope that we'll be on our way very soon. And we are leaving. So the nice gentleman was kind enough to let me change to a 4-seat, which will make it a little bit easier for me filming as well. It's actually very empty here in the Eurostar Plus today, which is nice. We're leaving Brussels, and he was very kind, by the way, this guy who worked here. Very, very nice. Good service, good service. And he said that they're just in a few minutes going to start preparing and serve some food. We'll see what it be. Something simple. Well, yeah, let's have a look. So I had an option of a pasta salad with salmon, which I went for. We also have like a bun and some like dessert cake. They will bring coffee later on, and I had an option to drink basically whatever I wanted. I could have water, beer, wine, but it's still early, so I just went with a Coke Zero, and that will do just fine. It looks kind of good. It looks like when I traveled the last time as well, and I think this is a very nice addition to like a first class travel. I'm not sure what is included in premium, and I mean you do get the lounge, but even if you have a extended meal, like the seats in here are just magical, especially on a day like this when it's so empty. So I would say that this is at a very high level as last time I traveled as well. I think especially the service on board Eurostar is kind of like world class, to be fair. So everything actually tastes very good. The French butter was amazing, I would say. It's nothing to write home about, obviously, but it's a light lunch, I guess. This was served just perfect. Very nice. And yeah, the pasta salad as well is quite good. I was just served some coffee with my sweet little tart that I got. Which is also nice. However, I can't stress enough about how good the butter was. So basically, because I'm very interested in cooking, so I use a lot of butter, and I use the, you would say, premium butter that we have in Sweden. But for some reason it was like I forgot the taste of butter, and that's just doesn't make sense, does it? Butter should always taste like French butter, and it doesn't. And I need to be buying myself some French damn butter. I know you can actually do it in some specific stores in Sweden. It's like almost caramelized, very salty. Oh. And actually, if the butter is as good as this, you don't bloody need anything else on your sandwich. You just got a message that we crossed the border with France, and we're actually gonna stop in just a while in Lille. So France, here I come, I guess. Maybe I should get off and buy some butter. We're actually in Calais, so we will actually just soon go into the Eurotunnel, and I got served, because it is a holiday, a 2 Tribes Nomad Hazy IPA exclusively made for Eurostar. Well, well, well. also, for your information, there is a European plug, a UK plug, and some USB chargers underneath. So let's try this IPA. It's very luxurious for me as a Swede to get alcohol included in the fare. That's more or less as good as it gets, I would say. Oh, it smells good. It smells like exactly what it is, a hazy IPA. Cheers. It's quite nice. A little bit too maybe fruity from my side, but it was sweet actually. It was a lot of, I guess, like pineapple, but still. Let me be the first one to welcome you to the UK, and I think Dover or Gladstone, yeah, it's called something like that. Well, I think kind of like an hour more to go, and then we are in London and St. Pancras station. Yeah, nice journey. Well, here we are in St. Pancras International, and this will be the end for this part of the video. But since I am such a good video editor, I will just snap my fingers and that will transport us approximately 10 days in the right direction. Look at this.
Have you tried the lasagna? It's my favorite.
Give me that.
Did you catch a game last night?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still hot out there? Do you like hot fudge sundaes?
Yeah.
All right.
Did that actually work? It felt kind of weird. Well, anyway, here we are, back in London, 10 days later at Hatton's Cross. I was just dropped off here by my Bolt driver, stayed the night in Heathrow Airport, heading towards St. Pancras to continue the journey back under the English Channel with Eurostar in Eurostar Plus.
Hi, we're Ponyo and Pool Shark, a travel channel sharing the world through our own eyes. From dreamy travel guides and cozy vlogs to cruises, train journeys, as well as our favorite restaurants, bars and hotels. We chase the places and flavors that make travel magical. We create everything ourselves, from the very first spark of an idea to the last edit, and even the music you hear. It's all made and produced by us. It's our passion, our stories, our adventures, ready to be shared with you. So if you love to travel, eat, enjoy a world-class cocktail and explore as much as we do, hit like, subscribe and come along for the ride.
Bonjour et bienvenue à bord de cet Eurostar à destination de l'île d'Europe, Bruxelles-Midi, Rotterdam Central et Amsterdam.
You have had one change on lane. Okay. You did
souhaites-tu un agréable voyage en notre compagnie? Pour ouvrir les portes d'accès, appuyez sur le bouton vert lorsqu'il s'allume. Et veuillez faire attention à l'écart entre le quai et la marche en descendant du train. Best toegang vullen te openen. Jullie op de groene knop te drukken wanneer deze openligt. En let op voor de opening tussen de trein en het perron wanneer de trein verlaat. Dear passengers, the ambulance will arrive at Brussels City Station. To open the access doors, press the green button when it lights up and mind the gap between the train steps and platform when alighting from the train.
So that basically concludes the trip with Eurostar. I'm so sorry that I couldn't do more filming on my way back, but well, basically it was the same kind of train and the same kind of journey as traveling to London. So that concludes the journey for this time, and the question is, do I think it's worth traveling in Eurostar Plus? Well, yes, absolutely. I've actually gone as far as to promise myself never to travel economy again. Well, I mean, the differences isn't that big, I guess. However, when you travel in Eurostar Plus, you do get something that's worth more than anything else. You get the quietness of first class. Normally when I travel in economy, when I used to do that in Eurostar, there's always a lot of kids, there's always a lot of sound, noises, and it's quite annoying. Actually, when you're traveling by Eurostar Plus, the trip itself feels like a couple of minutes. You don't feel the 3 hours it actually takes from Brussels. It really just goes like this. Also, it's a very nice touch, obviously, with the food. I mean, they're both good and bad. Obviously, you don't get lounge access, which I think is a bit weird, to be fair. They only allow Eurostar Premier in the lounge. They do have a tax-free, so you can go and have a look, but otherwise there's just seats. And I mean, for the past, I think 3 journeys that I made, the train has always been like at least an hour delayed, unfortunately. And also Eurostar wants you to be in the terminal kind of like an hour and a half ahead of the journey. So for the last times now, I've spent probably like 2-3 hours in that seating hall, because that's exactly what it is, just seats. So I mean, it would be kind of a nice perk to have a lounge to go to and grab yourself a coffee and some snacks waiting for your departure. Not really sure why they don't allow passengers in Eurostar Plus to use the lounge, but it is what it is. On the other hand, there are some nice perks as well, obviously. I think that the light meal that you get is nice. It also makes the whole journey feel less long, I guess, because when you start the journey, they welcome you on board, and then in just like a while, they start serving you the lunch or dinner or whatever it is. And then you get coffee, they take the trays away, and all of a sudden you are heading towards your destination. So it really feels nice. Also, probably the best of all is, well, apart from the service, because the service on Eurostar is amazing. I really say it time after time. I mean, the staff is very nice. They always introduce themselves with names. My name is blah, 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 blah. I'll be your head waiter this journey. So it's exactly what you can expect from flying in business, I guess. Not that I have, but I can imagine at least. So it's a very high level. But what I do think is the absolute best thing is that wine and beer is included. I don't think, and please tell me in the comment section if I'm wrong, because I have been traveling on most European companies, but I don't think that I've ever seen a company that actually serves you included alcohol in first class. If they do, I really want to know, so please write it down in the comment section so I can actually try these kind of services, because I'm always looking for new content to make. But as far as my knowledge goes, Eurostar is the only one that's offering you wine and beer for free, well, included. The price to travel in Eurostar Plus is not necessarily that big of a difference from traveling economy, especially if you book long time in advance. You can normally make quite good deals on Eurostar Plus. Not so much in Premier, but in Plus can sometimes not differ that much from traveling in second class. I always use the Interrail pass when I travel, obviously because I have to travel through lots of countries to get to where I want. And I'm not gonna say that the seat reservation is cheap, it's not, you still kind of pay for the food and everything, but I think it's still very much worth it, otherwise I wouldn't continue traveling with Eurostar in Plus. So I can highly recommend it. With that being said, thank you for watching. In the end, always remember, it is not about the destination, it is what you make of it that counts. Till next time, stay safe. Yeah.